The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.
Hi everyone, it's Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is Friday the 26th of May 2023 and I'm here with you for the Bundoran Weekly Podcast, episode 233. It is the podcast that talks about everything Bundoran. A little bit later on, going to be joined by Daniel Browne from C Sessions as we are ramping up and counting down to C Sessions 2023. It's coming around in a couple of weeks' time and there is plenty happening with C Sessions, so we'll catch up with Daniel to get all of the latest information on that. And of course, Teresa will be with us from Bundoran Community Centre in our Community Corner. Let's start as always with our entertainment guide, and in the Allingham it is Dermot, Rachel and Fergal McConnell there tonight. Elaine Boyle also in the Coolmore Bar. The Contractor in the Coolmore Bar tomorrow night, and in the ballroom it's Jerry Guthrie and Eamon Jackson. Sunday afternoon a special concert with the Tumblin' Paddies, always a great gig there, and then Trevor Lockery is in the Coolmore Bar on Sunday night. Moving next door then to the Bird's Nest. Tonight it is John Dolan. Tomorrow night Brian Kerrigan. Sunday afternoon stroke Sunday evening it's Vincy Walmsley, and then Sunday night music with Thomas Gillespie. Zara Montgomery, you'll find her tonight in the Chase and Bull. Fabulous Frank's there tomorrow night. George's Bar, the usual trad session is happening at 4 o'clock this Sunday afternoon, and all musicians are welcome to attend that. And the Jam and the George happens each and every Wednesday night there at George's Bar on the main street. And also just a note for next weekend, next door in the Kick and Donkey, which of course is part of George's, is a pop-up vinyl cassette and CD fair, and that's happening on Bank Holiday Sunday, June the 4th, and it's on from 12 noon until 5 p.m. So we'll remind you about that again next weekend. Moving down the street then to the Phoenix Tavern, String Empire there tonight, followed by the Roogie Cowboys. Mad Joe, followed by a live band on tomorrow night, and then Sunday it's DAT, and that is followed by the legendary Johnny Gallagher. There's a late bar there Saturday until 2 a.m, don't forget that. And then next door at the Dome on Saturday night, it is the great DJ Paddy Friel, and he will be playing all the tunes in the Dome on Saturday night. Madden's then, trad session from 9:30 p.m. tonight. Kenny Crawford tomorrow night at the Railway Bar. Sunday night music with John Meehan. 51 Main Street, it is Stevie Mac there tonight. Tomorrow night Kevin Cassidy, Jimmy Gallagher Sunday, and Jerry McGinley there Monday night. Paris as always open on Saturday night, and Sean Ruiz then present the Spirit of Freedom, and that is on tonight at Sean Ruiz. So plenty of live music across this Northern Bank Holiday weekend, and we look forward to seeing plenty of our friends down for the couple of days as they get a 3-day weekend. And ours of course follows next weekend, which we're all looking forward to as well. If you would prefer to go to the cinema, then Eclipse Cinemas has The Little Mermaid, and very much anticipated from next Thursday, it's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and that is going to be a big one there. Mummies, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Fast X still screening there as well. And Missed It Monday is Anne this week, and that is on Monday evening. Full schedule on our own website, discoverbundoran.com/cinema, or indeed at eclipsecinemas.com, where you can go online there and book your ticket and find out where you're sitting when you go to the movies. discoverbundoran.com/events has all of the information. We're constantly updating it as we get new information as well, so don't forget that, and do check back in regularly if you want to find out what's happening in Bundoran over the coming days, weeks and months. The Classic Beatles #1's tour is on tonight at the Abbey Arts Centre in Ballyshannon, and there's a machinery and demo show at the Castle Adventure Open Farm this Sunday afternoon, and that's always a big show there at Castle Adventure Farm, and that is just outside Ballyshannon on the Rossnowler Road. It'll be well signposted on the day, but a big machinery and demo show there this coming Sunday. You're listening to the Bundoran Weekly Podcast with thanks to AIB.ie, supporting local businesses in Bundoran and Ballyshannon. And we're also proud to say that they are sponsors once again of our brand new Discover Bundoran brochure. It is going to be available from the middle of next week, so you can check out our social media channels. We'll be pushing details about that out, and you'll be able to read it online as a flip book, and also download a copy of it as well, and pick up a copy in various tourist offices and various hospitality locations across the north northwest and indeed further afield as well. So looking forward to getting that out to you, and that will be from the middle of next week. So we'll tell you more again about that next week, but that is our plan for early next week. We'll be working on that one. So the brochure is at the printers at the moment, so it is underway, and we'll be getting it back hopefully very early next week so we can get it out for this summer season. Still to come as the countdown to Sea Sessions continues. I'm joined by Daniel Browne, who'll talk to me about the plans and the final preparations that are being made for Ireland's biggest beach party, which is happening the middle weekend in June. So looking forward to that. And Community Corner, Teresa O'Neill is with us from Bundoran Community Centre. Do stay with us.
The Bundoran Weekly.
I'm Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is the Bundoran Weekly Podcast, episode 233. Well, the countdown is certainly on to Ireland's biggest beach party. Sea Sessions Surf and Music Festival happens in the middle of next month, and I sat down with Daniel Browne, who's one of the organisers, earlier on this week.
Daniel, we're 3 weeks out from Sea Sessions 2023, and I know we have this conversation every year, and people are always saying, "Oh, you must be getting really, really busy now this time of year," but it's pretty much it's all done.
I
maybe not all
say
done,
this
but
when we had the chat that, you know, really the September to Christmas time period is the busiest time for us as a festival. That's when you're booking acts, you're securing your advertising, when you're, you know, doing your sponsorship deals, etc. So really now this time of year is very much about logistics and sales, you know, really from the Christmas time in. Obviously, the logistics this year are a little bit different because we're changing the site.
Yes. So you've moved up to Tullinstrand, or moving up to Tullinstrand, and tell me, so for people who are coming, they're normally used to going down to the main beach car park site, what are the differences and how do they move about, etc.?
So for anybody who's camping, which is, you know, generally more than half our audience, that is the same. They drive up Tullinstrand Road, they turn right up the Stables Lane, they go into the car parking on the right hand side of the Stables Lane, and then they make their way across the road to the campsite. The slight difference for them is this year the stages and festival and everything is going to be right there. For people who are just attending on a day ticket, or they will be encouraged to use the walkway that we have. So people will be familiar at this stage with the fact that we have a kilometre-long walkway that goes through.
Is it a kilometre?
It is a kilometre.
Wow.
It's 11 minutes. Don't take 11 minutes to walk. I have
Get
done
your
it.
steps up.
Yeah, I have done it both ways. I have not carried a slab of cans on it, so my timing's 11 minutes. Sure. Some people are a little bit slower, but it has been an absolute godsend to us. It really means that, you know, people can access the town. People in the campsite can access the town. And in this instance, it's going to mean people in the town can access the festival site by going up and down the walkway to the town. And that keeps people off Tullinstrand Road. Yeah. Tullinstrand Road is a residential area. It's something that we're very cognizant of. The residents in Tullinstrand, who we've tried to engage with as much as we possibly can, have been nothing but supportive. They've expressed any concerns that they have, and we've tried to take that on board into our planning. We're really grateful for the support that we have, and really conscious that we don't take for granted how big an ask this is, and that we know we've got to look after that respect very well.
Of course. I think I interrupted you when we were talking about the walkway, but we mentioned that the walkway is from the bottom of the Great Northern, and it's along the perimeter of the golf course. So you're going in the gate of the Great Northern and taking an immediate right.
Correct. It essentially follows the perimeter of the golf course. Hats off to Kevin Carmody, to Terry in the golf course. They've been, I suppose, seen our vision and been really supportive to allow us to do that. It's not too many golf clubs in the world you could walk up to and say, hey, we want a few thousand people to walk through your golf club. What do you think? And it's the same answer that we get a lot of the time. It's good for the town. It's good for Bundoran. How can we help? And that is just blows me away every year. I'm humbled by it. And a special shout out to Kevin and Terry and all the golf club members that persevere and
persevere is a good word.
allow us do the crazy things we do.
So the day by day has been announced. All of the acts that are taking part have been announced. The Don't Tell Mum, or the winners of the Sea Sessions, or the Chase and Bull Sea Sessions thing. So that went really well as well.
Huge reaction to it. And it's funny, it was kind of post-COVID, it just ended up being a little bit later in the year. And I think as a result, the unsigned sessions with Chase and Bull has been hugely popular. We had 3 Friday nights in a row. Bull was packed, amazing talent. People from all over the country, highest caliber of artists. I can't believe these guys don't have record deals, that they're not getting paid a lot to do what they do. And I'm kind of humbled that they will make such an effort to come up to Bundoran, to play, to win a spot on our stage. And I know it's great for their CV. It's great for, I think, unsigned music. And look, all we can do is try and give a platform to some of the abundant amount of talent that's out there. The only problem is you'd love to give everybody a slot.
So stage times now are going to be the next thing.
So we'll be announcing stage times over the next 10 days or so. And it's funny, I can kind of tell, I start getting the questions from people. They go, oh, what time is Kasabian playing on Friday night? And you're like, okay, it's time to get the stage times out. And what time is Ben Hemsley in the dance tent on, so obviously people have specific artists that they really want to see.
Sure. And they want to plan.
Because the layout is different this year, we would encourage people to really try and plan in advance. Be aware where the site is. Be aware of how you're arriving there. Please use public transport if you can. We have bus transfers with Bus Éireann directly from Dublin, from all major population centres, and we're really trying to encourage a greener festival. So we want people to leave their car at home. People who are on day tickets only or non-camping tickets will be accessing the event via the walkway from town. So again, there's plenty of parking in town, and they can make their way up to the main event via the walkway. So again, important, maybe wear a rain jacket. This is the west coast of Ireland as well. You're going to have a kilometre-long walk to go to the gig.
Right, so that's important stuff to bear in mind. During the day then, there's going to be some exciting beach sports and surf competition.
So the surf contest has always been the heart and soul of Sea Sessions. It's what it started out as, was a surf event. It's got really out of hand. And we've always had the expression session. And this year and last year, we've worked with ATU, and they are sponsors of the surf event, the open surf event. This year, the Irish Surfing Association are working with us. So we're going to have 2 full days of surfing rather than just the expression session event. And we're also going to have the King of the Kayaks event, which is a kayak event. And our own Kieran McDyer here from Bundoran is leading the charge on that. He's the Irish national champion. And he has the national champions from 4 other countries coming to join us. And we're going to have a shootout for the King of the Kayaks at Tullen Strand. So during the day at Tullen Strand, there's going to be skating during the day. There's going to be surfing during the day. And again, we would encourage people to walk to Tullen Strand. Use the walkway, use the Rogie walkway to get over to Tullen Strand if you're a non-ticket holder. But please don't try to drive up to Tullen Strand unnecessarily, because out of respect for the residents, we've quite a strict traffic management policy in place to make sure it's just campers, residents and people who need to access the beach, like the surf schools, but we won't be facilitating any illegal parking, so we'll be managing and monitoring that pretty carefully.
It sounds like you have it all in hand.
Does it? It really doesn't feel like it. I suppose if you don't worry about these things, you don't stress about these things, then you're probably not doing it right. But yeah, inside I'm kind of always worrying a little bit. Of course, but I'm delighted we've got a great team.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You know, and you can't do everything yourself. I've learned that over the years. You have to have good people around you. You have to. And
you're bringing back a lot of the same people that you just work with, and you know that do the job.
You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And, you know, so obviously you get natural sort of transition over 15 years since the first Sea Sessions. So some of our crew that are here this year, they've been with us every year for 15 years. Some people have moved, but we try to keep the same family together because it makes sense, and it is a family. And, you know, I know it's about music. I know it's a business, but it's about having fun as well. It's about, you know, making your life a little bit richer by doing something that's worthwhile doing. And I believe in this. I believe it's good fun, and I believe my life is better for having done it.
What about the logistics? When can people start seeing things start going up?
5th of June.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I know. When's this going out?
Tomorrow as we record this.
It's okay. So in a few days' time. So
Yeah.
it'll be the 5th of June. We'll be making deliveries on site. Again, trying to be very careful in terms of traffic management to Tullen Strand. We are putting in like a trackway road, and we'll be putting up the steel shield, trying to be very careful about the visual impact on the area. It's such a special location. I mean, people from Bundoran know the area, they know the town, they know how beautiful it is. But imagine if you've never been here and you show up to Tullen Strand to pitch your tent overlooking the ferry bridges, everything that's so beautiful about this area. You've got the mountains to one side, the Golden Beach on the other, dolphins jumping around in the water, sunset, and Kasabian, Becky Hill, some of the most amazing artists playing. Hopefully it's a little bit of magic.
Listen, best of luck with it. Thanks for doing what you do, and your whole team as well. We appreciate it here in Bundoran, and enjoy it.
Thanks to you, Shane, as ever, for all your support, and everybody in Donegal Tourism who've been amazing with us this year. So thank you very much.
The Bundoran Weekly.
Daniel, thank you, and thanks for everything you do for the town. Always a big weekend here in Bundoran, so we're looking forward to that in a few weeks' time. Now let's move over to our community corner. There is Teresa O'Neill for us.
Thanks, Shane. On Saturday the 3rd of June, we will be doing our annual Bundoran Bay Swim bucket collection. This is all to raise money for the Bundoran Community Centre. We will be at different areas around the town. If you would like to donate, or if you would like to donate 1 hour of your time that day, please contact Bundoran Community Centre at gmail.com or call 071 98 29675. We have the Bridge Club here on Mondays in the Rugby Suite from 10:30 to 12 p.m. The baby and toddler group is here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. This is €3 per family with fun activities and games. Chatting a Cuppa is here next week on Wednesday the 31st from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We will have a talk and show about reflexology. We also have citizens information here on Wednesday the 7th of June from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Handmade in Bundoran and beyond have their monthly craft and food market on Saturday the 3rd and Sunday the 4th of June. This is at 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. The Bundoran Bay Swim date this year is Saturday the 29th of July. This swim is a fundraiser and not a time race. If you would like to know more information or register, go to www.bundoranbayswim.com.
Teresa, thank you. We'll talk to you again next week. That's going to do it for our podcast. You can contact us at podcast@bundoranweekly.com. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Bundoran Weekly. And don't forget, you can follow us wherever you're listening right now, or indeed stream and download all episodes on demand at bundoranweekly.com. If you're out and about and taking some photographs, and do not forget to tag us with the hashtag Discover Bundoran on Instagram, or indeed tag our account, which is just at Discover Bundoran, and we have some giffies in there as well for Bundoran if you want to use them to brighten up your stories. That is going to do it. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Friday. Good luck.
The Bundoran Weekly is a production of Discover Bundoran.
The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.